Welcome to the Alcohol-Free Marriage and More podcast, recorded live from the cornfields of Central Illinois. We're all about thriving marriages and living free from alcohol. Welcome to episode 111 for November 29th, 2025.
Hello there, children. Welcome back to the Alcohol-Free Marriage and More podcast. I am Matt, along with the always lovely and apparently TikTok challenge Coach Amy. How are you, my love?
I am great. Well, you know what?
If you're
it's
on
a
the
snow day.
It's a snow day. If you're on the TikTok this week, kids, apparently we're trying to live stream this to all. Looks like one person's watching. Thank you for watching, you one person.
Yes.
This won't cause any
you.
problems for Amy at all because I want her in frame for the YouTube, and she's consistently leaning over to the TikToks over here to look at the comments. So, TikTok people, we apologize if we're not responding to you. Podcast comes first. So, join us on the YouTubes. You can always join us over there and watch it, not in real time. If I was fancy, we could stream it on YouTube too. But
Maybe we'll do that next.
Maybe.
There's just too many options.
There are way too
many.
Well,
no, wait, there's not too many. The reason, I don't mean to sound bad, but we're doing TikTok because apparently Instagram has changed, so I can't go live on Instagram.
You aren't popular enough on Instagram.
I guess not. You know what?
Right.
That's the way life is.
Such is life. But it is a snow day here, kids. So while you're enjoying the snow, if you're in the Midwest, you can like and subscribe to the podcast, afmpodcast.com, or just on your favorite pod player that you're probably listening to right now. And while you're on those pod players. I love the
pod player.
I don't know if that's a technical term.
No, I think it is.
But while you're on those pod players, you always check out our links down there below. We got the Beyond Spirits, the 7 tips to start your alcohol-free journey. And if you're not into that, you can always work on your marriage. And you got our marriage meeting guide. That's also down there in the link. And we do that on the weekly.
We do. So we have not done it yet this week.
We have not done it this week. We have plenty of free time though because of the aforementioned snowstorm. So
yeah, if you are in the Midwest, we are getting a big storm. Big storms coming through, and we have not had a big storm in a really long time. So man, is everybody out and about trying to give you the updates and everything.
And it's the first one of the season, so everybody's super excited about that. So all the weather guys on the YouTubes are all about it. So
yeah.
While we're talking about marriages, Amy, before we get into our drink of the week, you left this. You didn't leave a note. I thought it was.
You thought it was a note for you.
It was your.
My
notes.
scratchings.
Your notes, not a note.
Yes, I was listening to a podcast. Dr. Arthur Brooks, he's a Harvard professor, and he's all about the Happiness Project, basically. No, I don't even think it's the Happiness Project, but he's about happiness, being fulfilled. And it's just I've listened to several interviews with him. He's written several books. He's an author for The Atlantic. He's also a Harvard professor, if I haven't already mentioned that. And he was on a podcast that I just happened to come across, which is with Father Mike Schmitz, I think. Yeah. And they were talking about this. And somewhere along the lines, they got into the part about marriage, and he had his 4 rules to surviving marriage, and I really liked it. He also did make the caveat around this also, that if you are in a abusive marriage, if you have a marriage that is really, really breaking down,
I would say these are more like four things to enhance or to maintain or to elevate a decent marriage, not
and also start your marriage out with, or start your relationship with. Sure. And it's the first one is have more fun together.
Here we are. We're podcasting.
Have fun together. That's why we do a podcast. This is like a date for us. This is, going places. And even if you're not going places, just being together and having fun.
Yes. And sometimes that means doing something the other person likes and maybe you don't like, and vice versa, kids. Exactly.
It's
like I go to Home Goods, she goes to Lowe's. There you go.
I do like Lowe's, though.
That's true. You do like Lowe's.
Especially this time of year.
This time of year because they have the Christmas section.
That's right. And then the next one is lots of eye contact. And this is this is actually really important for men to engage and look into their wives' eyes.
Look into my eye.
Because it releases oxytocin, and
not
women,
oxytocin.
Women they need more oxytocin. So this is something that is actually going to enhance your
Did they go into detail about this? Am I just supposed to like stare at you the whole time? Like,
You're supposed to just be
look
engaged. No, engaged.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. It's like if you're sitting there
On your
and you're
phone.
you're on the phone, you're doing something else. If you would just take just a moment to engage and look at each other instead of like being in passing,
So like, yeah, I
Yeah.
hear you, blah, blah, blah.
that engaging with your spouse.
I like this one. ABT, Amy. What's ABT?
Always be touching.
Always be touching. Always be. Let's hold hands the whole time we podcast because that won't be weird or anything.
That is weird, but that is weird. But I would say when you're going places, when you're
Hold hands.
sitting by each other. That's why I don't like our setup now in our living room.
You don't like our old people recliners?
I don't. I think we need to get a love seat.
Can be a reclining love seat.
It would, yeah, sure. But I think that's one of the things that
You realize we still won't be sitting next to each other. There'll be a corgi between us.
I can hold your hand a lot better.
That's true. True story.
If it's like there's
Not across the lamp in the middle.
Exactly.
Okay, and the last one. This is really not on my aisle, but okay.
You don't want to do this. We're
No.
going to try it.
Okay, what is it?
We're going to try this. It's read to each other for 5 minutes a day.
So hold on, is this 10 minutes total? Your 5 minutes and my 5 minutes, or like 5 minutes total?
I don't know.
And
but
what am I reading?
I
Like
don't
a leaflet?
know.
Am I reading a book?
Well, you know what we're gonna do? Because we are gonna do that Advent devotional together. We're gonna do that together.
Okay.
We're gonna read that together.
It's okay if it goes over 5 minutes.
It can go over 5 minutes, but I think the thing is minimum is like to just spend some time reading to each other. I don't know. He's the one who
All right.
is. I mean, he's the one who's saying this and
Read me a story, Amy.
is helping others have more successful relationships and marriages.
I don't think there's anything bad here.
I don't know. You're kind of pushing back about that. So let's try it.
The reading one is the one I'm not really.
Well, you don't like to
I don't read 5 minutes a day to myself, let
You
alone
need
to you.
Look at me. Look at my
Look,
eyes.
look at me. Now look into my eyes while I hold your hand and tell you need to read to me. Okay, Amy.
Oh, we do have a few more people who joined.
There you go.
That's
Well,
cool. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Thank you for joining and leaving and joining and leaving.
Yeah,
But hey,
that's okay.
You can always watch it on the YouTubes, afmpodcast.com.
Okay.
All right, Amy, let's get into our drink of the week. But
Drinks of the week.
I have an important point. A lot of people who quit drinking like to say, well, I quit drinking, and why are these non-alcoholic drinks so expensive? Well, here's the thing.
This is really good. I'm glad you're bringing this up.
Because alcohol is a cheap ingredient is the problem. And the other challenge is that it delivers a lot of the flavor. So when you remove the alcohol, you have to do things to enhance it.
It costs more.
And most of these processes, like especially like the beer we're going to talk about here in a minute, is processed the exact same way. So all the ingredients and everything that's required, all the canning, all the everything, I can't help that.
Is there somebody at our front door?
It's just a long distance thing. Don't worry about it. Oh, there's somebody at our front door. That's super duper handy. Okay, well, this is going to be.
This is.
It's UPS delivering in the snow. How about that?
This is so fun.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm not editing that for those of you listening to the YouTubes. All right. So UPS did actually show up. How handy is that? In the snow. So go UPS.
Oh my gosh! I wish I would have been able to go down and give them something.
Well, that's okay. Okay, but anyway.
Okay.
So the point is that it takes the ingredients, it takes the marketing. Like delivering a non-alcoholic drink takes just as much work and money and ingredients and time and as a regular drink, if not more.
Oh, it's more.
Because like mass producing Natty Light is super duper cheap. So you can just crank it out. Whereas like adding these ingredients to make these good NA drinks, so don't be surprised when you quit if the NA costs you as much as the regular stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If not, maybe a tick more. That's a thing too. So.
Exactly. But here's the positive on that. For most people, after you get through that initial, that replacing the ingredients,
Right.
the very, like for me, it was like 6 months of every single day I had something.
Right.
That falls away. And so then you're only drinking like one
Right.
or two.
Right,
And
exactly.
it really does.
So you're not
because
spending
it's,
as much.
it's
as that.
non-addictive.
Right.
So, but I know, and again, I'm going to put this out here because I also had a conversation with a friend this week. And for her, the NA options, they're very triggering. So again, we just want to be very mindful to all that for some people, this is not a tool that you're going to use. But for a lot of us, this is a tool that has been extremely helpful.
Right. But so many options are as simple as club soda and lime, kids.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Right?
Club soda
So
and lime. I mean,
they don't have to be bougie drinks.
well,
and,
and really, when my first few months was me coming home and making like bubbly water and ginger beer and mulling fruit and putting some apple cider vinegar in it. I mean, that was my healthy mocktail drink.
Right. It worked out well. Mm-hmm. But your drink today is actually bougie. But we also did this one because it is the holiday season and people are
My bougie drink.
Are looking for drinks that they want to be an analog to the real thing. And you have what, Amy?
I have Lyre's Classico, and this is it's kind of like a sparkling brut, right?
Right. It's like a
champagne-ish.
Right.
It's a little bit sweeter.
Right.
But this is a great option, a to-go option. So here, I'll show this to our friends.
Fine. It's in the can. It's in a can. You can get in a bottle if you want to be more,
Yeah, you can buy it in a big bottle,
big regular champagne looking bottle.
Pop that cork.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
The cans are handy. The cans are handy when you're going out to an event or something.
And it's great because
you have put those in your purse before.
I have put them even in a small purse.
Even in a small purse. I found this the other day at the local Benny's. I don't know anything about this group. It's called Five Stone Walker Brewing Company. This is their, they call it the 805 or 805. I'm guessing that must be an area code.
I bet it is.
Probably.
Because you know what? That's what everybody wants. We should redo us. We should be the Alcohol-Free Marriage and More Podcast 309.
309.
8050.
I don't know what it doesn't even say what kind of beer it's supposed to be. It's just a good beer.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't say what
It
kind?
says it's a non-alcoholic blonde.
Oh, never mind. It's a blonde. I don't know. I bought it because, as I normally do, I buy beer
that's really good.
Yeah, you've had them before. I kept this one back specifically for the podcast. So. I know. Right?
I like that. Okay.
All right. So moving along.
All right. So then we were going to talk.
Your transitions are
I'm
amazing.
so good at transitions.
You are. Okay. Here. Let's just do this. Okay, Amy. The holidays are here. How are we going to start handling the holidays sober? What's my?
Sorry, I'm laughing because you just cracked me up.
So handling the holidays sober, Amy. So
all right.
You have a couple questions here.
Well, this recently came up in a group that I'm in with the Choose Freedom program that I coach around. And the question was, my family drinks a lot and they pressure me to drink too. What can I do without causing drama? So what can we do without causing drama? Well, I've got some basics here. I'm going to say your decision to stay alcohol-free / sober is not a problem that needs to be managed. I mean, it's not this is your decision.
Right.
So I think one of the things that we often
Keep going. Keep going.
Our dog just jumped up in front of the camera.
Just keep going.
This is the best podcast ever. So with that, we have to, I think many of us being people pleasers, we will sit there and think that we have to make other people feel good about our decision.
Right.
And that is not at all what we have to
or make
we
them
to
accept it.
Exactly.
Right.
So then you might have people who pressure you. And when they are pressuring you, that is their own response to their own discomfort.
Which a lot of people will.
To your choice. It's not about your choice. It's about what they're doing. And it shines this light up in front of them that, oh, maybe they need to address and look at their own drinking. Yeah. Because now you're sitting there going, you know what? I don't think my drinking was necessarily helping me out. It wasn't something that was helping me. It was hurting me.
Drinkers hang out with drinkers because
exactly.
it reinforces your viewpoint. So,
exactly. Yeah. And then also, again, I put this in there, your peace and decision not to drink is not up for negotiation either. There's not a debate that you need to have with other people.
Right.
And I know that this is really hard. I really suffered from this. I was so worried about what everyone else was going to think about my drinking. Not drinking.
You're not. Yeah,
not drinking.
You're not drinking.
Because I drank. That was what I did. I always drank.
Which is funny. You almost worry more about your not drinking than how much you were drinking when you were drinking in front of people.
Because then you have to deal with the fact that you know that you had an issue.
Right.
Like, wow, my drinking was, and then you have to, there's a part where you're having to admit to the world that, you know what, this isn't working out.
Right. Right. But I like your second question, Amy. If I'm new to sobriety, am I a coward if I say no to big triggers like not going to an event or family gathering?
No.
No.
Nope.
All right, moving on.
Absolutely not. And I would put this, that sometimes courage looks like facing a trigger, but it can also mean that you're just saying no to this year.
Right.
So, we wanted to do this podcast last week, but life happened. Yep. So we have plenty of family, holiday events, all kinds of things that are coming up, and you can say not this year.
Or worst case, limit your amount of time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so you can just be like, I'm only going to go and spend 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
Now I know that this is kind of poses an issue when people travel and go to somebody else's home for a while. And that is going to take a little bit of strength on your part to either take your own options, which
bring your can of Classico with you.
Exactly. I have a client who is doing phenomenal right now with this, but she packs up all of her NA options that she's going to take. She's also shared with several family members, hey, I'm not drinking. And she is being really, really firm in this decision. So, cheers to her. But that's what you have to do. And you're going to have people, you will encounter people who will do the proverbial, oh, well, you don't have a problem, do you? You could just have one.
They just have one.
Oh, they just have one.
Mm-hmm.
If the just have one is what kept me stuck for 7-8 years.
Right.
I mean, I can just have one. Well, just one.
The problem is I just have one or two and then I lose count.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And especially in a holiday scenario or anything like that, you only make one decision when you're going to drink. The first drink that's the only one you get to decide.
It's the only free choice you get. Yep.
And after that, your prefrontal cortex goes down and then you cannot make that decision.
That's true. So Amy, you have some, I love these. These are sort of like, what if some tips?
Some scripts,
some scenarios.
So
if somebody offers me a drink, Amy, what are some things I could say?
There's a few things I would say. No, thank you. I'm good. Silence.
Right.
Really hard for people to do that. And I've had people who have come back. Oh, really? You don't want to? And I'm like, no. Or if you have somebody who's persistent, you know what? I'd love a water.
Yeah.
I'm really thirsty. Can you have a water?
I start with the water and then they forget to even come back to talk to you later.
And then the other one, if you have somebody who is
really pushy,
you can say, I'm choosing not to drink. I love to enjoy the night without talking about it.
And if they really get pushy, I'm really happy with my decision. Suck it, Margaret. No, I'm really happy with my decision. Let's change the subject.
Yeah.
It's like at some point you kind of have to get a little,
And a lot of times I think that's on us where we think it's going to get that way. But I would have to say that most of the time I never got to that point.
No.
Most of the time it was like, nope, I'm not drinking tonight.
Most people are more interested in their own drinking than your drinking anyway.
Another thing for me was, I think when it kind of got to that little uncomfortable stage,
right.
I'm really happy right now not drinking.
Right. Yeah.
My anxiety is so much better.
You should try it.
Now that I'm not drinking. Yeah. I mean, don't be, I always want to say, have your answers be out of love. Because you are shining a light on somebody. The person who's pushing this at you is probably saying, oh my gosh, we always drank together. Now you're not drinking?
Right.
We used to be more fun. Well, okay, let's define fun. And we don't have to go in that. And the other thing that I've often said to people is, you know what, if you'd like to talk, do you really want to talk about this right now? Because if you do, then let's step away and let's go have a conversation.
Which that's not the time. I mean, that's
exactly.
Yeah. But then they push and they tease you. So
the teasing.
What do they do when they tease you?
I know. Well, you've had some good ones. This one, trust me, I'm more fun without the drink anyway. I live. What did you say? I was a professional and now I'm retired.
Yeah, so I went professional early and now I'm retired.
Yeah, I love that one.
Or I say I have, you get a lifetime punch card and I just punched all my punches too early.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then if you are feeling, pressure filled at the time,
I need to get out.
yeah, like if you're starting to feel really overwhelmed with that scenario, you know what? Step outside.
Right.
And you can even say, you know what? I've got, I love that. I got to go check something. I got to go check the kids.
Hey, you know what?
I got to go check on such and such.
You don't have to be
go.
drinking to do the Irish goodbye.
Yeah. And the thing is, I would have to say that there were so many times that I would just go and hang out with the kids. Go see what the teenagers are doing.
Oh, like the kid table kind of
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
Go and hang out, and I had so much fun. And which I think that was also a really big reminder for myself that I could have fun without drinking, because teenagers and junior high and little kids are just hilarious to hang out with.
Right. And they're not drinking.
And they're not drinking. No.
But the other thing is, right, I like this, to set expectations before you even go. So it's not like you're just spraying on them so they know you're coming that way.
Things did get better when we started to do this. When I feel like I came out of the proverbial closet, like I'm actually not drinking now. Because at the beginning, it was more of I'm taking this break, which was true.
Right.
But as time went on, it was like, you know what? My life is getting a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. So just telling people ahead of time. And it can be as simple as, hey, FYI, I'm not drinking this year. Can't wait to see you.
Yep.
And put it out there like that. Or saying, you know what, I'm alcohol free right now. Please don't offer me any drinks. And thank you for supporting me.
And see, I like that little twist of, thank you for supporting me. It's like, it puts them in the side of like, well, you probably, I'm assuming you're going to support me in this, so don't
and
sabotage
most people are going to.
I would think,
I really
on
believe.
balance.
But I know it is, again, it is challenging.
Right.
But
when it gets out of control, you can always leave early too.
Yes, exactly. So if you need to, you could always be like, I'm heading out, long day, and I have an early morning. I have something to do tomorrow. I've got something.
Don't be afraid of a little white lie. It never hurt anybody.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done for the night. Love you all. You know what? And I love, I've got a date with my covers. I love my sleep.
That's true. We do love our sleep.
I do.
Well, and I bolded this on purpose because if everyone is overindulging, they're not going to
notice. We've slipped out of so many events.
Which is interesting because you notice it. I never noticed it when I was drinking because I was one of them overindulging. But when you quit and you're not drinking at an event, you watch this little like
you can see it
slow decline. And you're like, all right, you know what? I think this is our time to go because it's like it is good. The voltage it's gotten bad enough that it's time to go. Nothing good is going to happen beyond this point. So
yep.
But then you can also just skip the event too. Yep. Just not even go.
You know what? I'm sitting this one out. You know what? If you want to skip an event, it's okay.
Probably easier to skip an event than a family
exactly.
Type thing.
But you can. I mean, sometimes it's okay to be like, you know what? We're keeping it small, staying home this year.
Right.
That's okay. I mean, you know what? This year at Thanksgiving, that's what happened.
Right.
And it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, do I miss the family that wasn't able to attend with us? Absolutely. But it was still a really
a little different. It's
enjoyable
okay.
evening.
It's okay. So you can always avoid it.
And you can also, like if somebody asks you about them, you say, you know what, I'm avoiding, holiday parties, and I am going to be alcohol free this year.
Right.
Thanks for understanding.
And this
again, it's how you handle the situation.
Right. This last one is a little trickier because if you're going to an event, the person who's hosting can have all the alcohol they want. You can bring your own NA thing. So like, if you're the 1% not drinking, you bring your own NA stuff. Everybody else still has their booze. But if you're hosting, that's a little different because you're not going to be having this full bar of alcohol and everything. But we've done this too, which is just say, hey, you know what? We're a little low key. You could even say, we're not drinking. So, but feel free. We've told our friends, bring whatever you want.
Yep.
I don't care if you drink. Bring your, and we've done our small group of different things. They come over and they'll bring their beer or cocktails or whatever they want. And I don't care, but we just don't have it in the house anymore, period. But
Well, and even our own Thanksgiving. I
Right.
think it is interesting. Like the only person who had an NA glass of wine this year was you.
yeah,
No one else. Like the kids each had they had their own like a
Olipop
Olipop or a Diet Coke.
right.
And everybody else, I had water. I was completely fine with that. Enjoyed my food.
Right.
So yeah.
So yeah, there are ways to manage it, kids. There's ways to get in and out of activities.
Oh yeah. The last thing I was gonna mention is my alcohol-free Advent calendar.
Links down in the description.
Yep. And it's 25 ideas to motivate, center, and let go and let God during this Christmas season. And then I also have 5 AF holiday tips for parties, events, and family gatherings. So I think I need to send you the updated one, or did I already do
I don't
that?
think you did.
I will send you the updated one so that we will have that.
I will say, if I was to boil all of our tips down to one hack,
What would
it's
that be?
plan what you're going to drink and or take your drink with you. Mm-hmm. That's because if you have something in your hand, especially like back to the club soda and lime, in a rocks glass, nobody's going to ask you a question.
Yep.
They're just going to assume you're having a cocktail.
And it's responding versus reacting.
If you have an NA beer, pour it in a glass. It'll look like, so, I mean, if you want to, I call it camouflage yourself, right? If you want to avoid and that's the thing in the beginning, you want to avoid, personally, I wanted to avoid that like standing out. Like I didn't want to call attention to myself. So all of these things, have something in my hand and plan for that. That avoids a lot of the uncomfortable discussions you may or may not want to have.
And things have there's more AF options. The further along we are on this journey, you're almost at 5 years, I'm almost at 6. It's really interesting because a couple of years ago, there still weren't as many options. But
Right.
even you, when you went to an event not that long ago,
Conference center actually had
conference,
NA beer.
and they
I
had
was
NA
shocked.
beer. And that is actually shocking,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah.
Because
But
most
now,
of the
granted, they had to go pull out of a back room, but they had it.
but they had it.
Right.
I mean, and you asked.
Yep.
And so, like our holiday party that's coming up this next week, we've got NA wine that's going to be available. Some people don't care for it, but again,
Don't be afraid to ask.
I always
kids.
tell people, the wine is going to taste. NA wine is going to taste different
Right.
because alcohol has a taste. So, just be aware of that. It's a tool. That's been kind of my thing. I enjoy it now, and now the further I'm away from the taste of alcohol, the more it just tastes like what I think wine used to taste like.
Again, back to the Classico, just like Free has their individual bottles. Like sometimes that's easier because rarely are you going to drink an entire bottle of NA wine. Just saying. I mean,
Exactly.
it just starts to feel a little odd at that point. So,
All
there you
right.
go, kids. I hope you TikTokers out there enjoyed. Whoever one bounced in and out, I just kind of watched a bunch of.
Yep.
I have
That's
no
all
idea.
right.
I have no idea what happened
Who
there.
knows?
Who knows? But you can always catch us up on afmpodcast.com or on the YouTubes. You can always watch and rewatch, kids. So
Yeah, we have a lot. We have 111 episodes out there.
now we do. That's true.
All righty.
All right. Well, hey, check everything out. All the links down below to the advent calendar, the marriage meeting, to those AF tips. Other than that, kids, we're going to go shovel ourselves out and wishing you peace and love from the cornfields. I am Matt, along with Coach Amy, and we are
Out.
out.